We're going to build on that, what I thought was a fascinating set of remarks by Angel Gurria with an eminent panel. It's always wonderful to sit on the stage and again have three people who you respect hugely to have a discussion with. I'm not going to give you an elaborate biography of the folks you have before you. That is in the program that you can find on your table. But just very quickly, sitting to my right is Ken Ash from the OECD, who clearly is the decoder of the trade genome, as Angel Gurria told us this morning. Next to him is Nancy Donaldson from the International Labor Organization. And finally, Rob Mulligan from the U.S. Council for International Business. We just thought we'd open with just a few minutes of remarks. Ken, your guy just had the floor for some time, so I think we're going to move on to and probably start with you, Nancy, if that's okay. What did you make of what you heard there? Just use the microphone. Should be on, I hope. Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you. May I just ask a quick question of our colleagues in the room? How many people know what the ILO is, the International Labor Organization? So quite a few, but not everybody. Let me just say that we are a specialized UN agency. We are a unique tripartite governance of employers and workers, unions, and governments. And we have 187 member countries in the ILO, and we're nearly 100 years old. We were actually created before the UN by the Versailles Treaty as an instrument of peace at a time of great labor strife in 1919. And so it's not surprising to me that this much later, one, I would say we're a very dynamic organization. The USCIB is our formal partner and sits on our governing board on behalf of business. The AFL-CIO sits on our governing board, as does the US government in the form of the Labor Department and the State Department. I think we're a very lively organization because we fight all the time. And so we have some things to say about this process. As a multilateral institution, I would say that you would find, if you looked into our writing, that we favor free trade, we favor profitability for enterprise, we favor good jobs and reasonable regulations and good worker protections, strong economies, and especially social dialogue between all the partners in the economies. So there's the possibility, maybe not of completely common views, but working together on common interests. We are working a lot with the OECD and assisting, along with the L20, the B20, and others, the G20 leaders in thinking about how, especially, to deal with the economy since the Great Recession. So having said that, and I hope I'll get to say more, my answer to your first question to the Secretary General was different.
Okay.
And I hope I get a chance to talk about that. What I would say, and I make the case today, that the strategies of the United States government and the world in the trade context already has changed, already is in a very new process, which has many more dimensions, targets, and tools than the simple idea of promoting free trade and capital growth and growth in economies. And I think it's an incredibly interesting time, and there's some important potential for getting out of the small box of is trade good or bad, but also important for more voices to be in this discussion of what is the goal of trade for the US, the EU, the rest of the world, and how are we going to continue in the direction that the Secretary General said, in the face of unemployment, inequality, and the future of work, which is a very big topic in our institution right now.